How would you like to add 10, maybe even 20 vibrant, energetic years to your life? Not just years of existence, but years of real living, traveling, laughing, playing with your grandkids, pursuing that passion you've always put off. For centuries, humans have sought the key to long life. And while we often look to the future for a miracle pill, I'm here to tell you that the real secrets are ancient, proven, and profoundly simple. They're hidden in the wisdom of our ancestors, in places where people consistently live past 100 with incredible vitality. Today, we're peeling back the layers on these timeless practices. Stick with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could redefine your golden years. Welcome back to the channel. My wonderful friends, if you're over 60 or heading there, this video is for you. This isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving, about making your later years your best years. We're going to dive deep into the real-world practices of the blue zones, those magical places around the world where centenarians are common, vibrant, and happy. And we're going to translate that ancient wisdom into simple steps you can take starting right now. The first and most foundational secret, the one that often surprises people, isn't some complicated supplement regimen. It's what you put on your plate. Our ancestors understood food not just as fuel, but as medicine, as a connection to the earth, and as a social ritual. The nourishment secret, eating for 100 years. When we look at the diets of the longest living people, from the mountains of Sardinia to the islands of Okinawa, a few profound commonalities emerge, and they are surprisingly simple. 1. The 80% rule, Hara Hachi Bu. This Okinawan principle is perhaps the most revolutionary dietary habit. It's a simple reminder to stop eating when you are 80% full. Think about that. Most of us eat until we're stuffed, until we can't possibly manage another bite. That 100% full feeling is often the tipping point from healthy satisfaction to metabolic stress. By embracing Hara Hachi Bu, you give your body a gentle break. You avoid the heavy energy requirement of digesting massive meals, and you keep your metabolism lean and efficient. Try it today. Put away your plate while you still feel comfortable, not complete. It sounds small, but over a lifetime, this 20% reduction in calories makes a colossal difference in weight management, reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, and lower inflammation, the silent killer in aging. 2. Embrace the power of plants, the 95% rule. In every blue zone, the diet is overwhelmingly plant-based. I'm not telling you to become a vegan overnight, but I'm asking you to shift your focus. Picture your plate. The vast majority should be colorful vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and fruits. In Nicoya, Costa Rica, their diet centers on beans and rice, squash, and corn. In Korea, Greece, it's legumes, wild greens, and homegrown vegetables. Why plants? They are packed with fiber, which is crucial for gut health, the often overlooked control center for your immune system, mood, and overall vitality. They are also overflowing with antioxidants and polyphenol that literally fight the cellular damage or rust that causes us to age. Think of beans as your longevity superfood. They are cheap, versatile, and the protein source of choice for the world's oldest people. If you want to honor your ancestors' wisdom, make legumes a daily staple. 3. The forgotten power of herbs and spices. Our ancestors didn't have pharmacies stocked with synthetic compounds. Their medicine cabinet was there. Garden. Spices like turmeric, known for its powerful anti-inflammatory compound, curcumin, garlic, a natural immune booster, and oregano, high in antioxidants, were not just for flavor. They were non-negotiable health boosters. Make it a point to season your food generously with natural, vibrant spices. It's an easy, delicious way to introduce potent, disease-fighting compounds into your body every single day. Now, let's talk about when we eat. The ancient wisdom isn't just about what, but also about the rhythm of eating. The rhythm's secret: intermittent fasting and meal timing. Many of the longest-living cultures unknowingly practice what we now call intermittent fasting. This is not a diet. It's a time-restricted eating pattern. Historically, our ancestors ate when food was available, and they went without when it wasn't. In many blue zones, people eat a large Mediterranean-style breakfast. Think whole grains, fruits, nuts, a moderate lunch, and a very light early dinner, often finished by 5 or 6 p.m. This naturally creates a 12 to 14-hour fasting window overnight. Why is this important for longevity? When you stop eating early, you give your body time to engage in a process called autophagy. Think of autophagy as your body's deep cleaning system. It's where your cells clear out old, damaged, and dysfunctional components. This cellular renewal process is strongly linked to longevity and protection against neurodegenerative diseases. By simply shifting your dinner earlier, say from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m., you're triggering this profound anti-aging mechanism while you sleep. You're literally turning back the cellular clock. 4. Hydration, the oldest elixir. We all know we need to drink water, but the ancient secret here is the quality and source. In many long-lived communities, like the mountain villages of Sardinia, they drink clear, natural spring water rich in minerals. While we may not all have access to a pristine spring, the lesson is this: prioritize pure, clean water. Avoid the sugary sodas and fruit juices that flood your system with unnecessary calories and inflammation-causing sugars. A simple but profound habit from these areas is drinking water first thing in the morning to rehydrate the body after sleep and kickstart the metabolism. And speaking of hydration, let's quickly address the sacred beverage: wine. Yes, in many blue zones, particularly in Sardinia and Ikigai, a small, daily amount of red wine is consumed with meals and often in a social setting. Key phrase: with meals in moderation. And socially, they aren't drinking mass-produced wine. They're often drinking homemade, potent, antioxidant-rich red wine, like Cannonau wine. The longevity secret here is likely a combination of the wine's antioxidants and the social, relaxed ritual it facilitates. If you don't drink, don't start. If you do, remember the wisdom: one glass, with friends, with food. It's a ritual, not the volume, that holds the power. My friends, these secrets of nutrition aren't about self-deprivation. They are about intentional nourishment. They are about respecting your body with the kind of simple, whole foods that our great-grandparents thrived on. This is your first major step toward reclaiming your vitality. Now, I hope you're feeling inspired to make some changes to your pantry. If this ancient wisdom is resonating with you, please take a moment to hit that like button right now. It helps this information reach more people who are ready to live their healthiest, longest lives. We've laid the foundation with food, but true longevity is a three-legged stool. In the next part, we're going to explore the critical, non-negotiable secrets of movement and mindset, how to manage stress like a centenarian, and the real secret to exercising past 100. We've covered the cornerstone of longevity, nourishment. But the oldest centenarians aren't just eating wisely. They are constantly moving, and critically, they possess an incredible resilience of mind. The ancient secret to movement isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about consistency and natural integration. The movement secret: Don't exercise, just move. Look at the blue zones. You won't find many gym memberships or competitive sports. What you will find is that movement is a non-negotiable part of their daily routine. 1. The gentle daily dose. The key is that they move naturally and often. Think about a farmer in Sardinia tending their garden, or an Okinawan elder walking everywhere they need to go. Their houses often lack modern conveniences that we take for granted. They are constantly bending, lifting, kneeling, and walking. They garden. They cook without the aid of every modern appliance, and they maintain their homes. This type of movement, what we call non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT, is far more powerful over a lifetime than sporadic, intense workouts. It keeps your joints lubricated, your muscles toned for functional strength, and your metabolism high. How can you apply this ancient secret today? Engineer movement back into your life. Garden. Even a small pot garden or an herb box requires bending and tending. Park farther away. Choose the spot that requires a 5-minute walk instead of a 30-second stroll. Take the stairs. View stairs not as an obstacle, but as a mini longevity workout. Stand up every hour. Set a timer and get up to stretch or walk around your living room for 2 minutes. This breaks the sedentary curse and is vital for blood flow and back health. Remember, the goal isn't to burn calories, it's to live fully. 2. Finding your purposeful movement, Moai, and community. Another crucial aspect is that movement is often social. In Okinawa, they have Moai, groups of 5 friends who commit to one another for life. They walk together, talk, share resources, and support each other. This combines the physical benefit of movement with the profound psychological benefit of belonging. Longevity is rarely a solo sport. Find a walking buddy, join a gentle movement class like Tai Chi or yoga, or commit to a daily walk with your spouse or pet. When you tie movement to a social commitment, you are much more likely to stick with it. Taiki, in particular, is a centuries-old practice that is scientifically proven to improve balance, reduce falls, and calm the nervous system. It is the definition of mindful movement for longevity. Moving your body is vital, but the ultimate ancient secret lies in mastering your mind. Chronic stress is a modern epidemic, but the Centenarians knew how to keep it in check. The mindset secret: the power of purpose and pause. The elders in the blue zones have incredibly low levels of stress-related illnesses. Why? They have 2 powerful, ancient tools: purpose and pause. 1. The why. Ikigai and plan de vida. In Okinawa, it's called Ikigai, the reason you wake up in the morning. In Nicoya, it's plan de vida, a life plan or purpose. These are not abstract concepts. They are tangible. Reasons for being active and engaged. Research shows that having a strong sense of purpose is linked to an 8-year extension in life expectancy. Your Ikigai doesn't have to be massive. It just has to be meaningful to you. It might be mentoring a younger family member or in your community, mastering a new skill, a language, an instrument, pottery, caring for your garden, or home, volunteering for a cause you believe in. If you're retired, you haven't retired from your purpose. Ask yourself, what is my gift to the world today? Finding that answer keeps your mind sharp, your spirit engaged, and gives you a compelling reason to jump out of bed. 2. Downshifting, the art of the pause. Stress is an unavoidable part of life, but how you manage it determines your longevity. The ancient secret is downshifting, creating deliberate, ritualistic breaks to shed stress. The Sardinian siesta, taking a brief afternoon rest, is common. It's not just a nap. It's a mental reset that clears the stress hormones, like cortisol, that damage your cardiovascular system. the Icarian Labyrinth. In the island of Ikaria, their lifestyle is simply slower. They aren't rushing. The pause is baked into the culture. You need to schedule your own pauses. This could be a 15-minute meditation, silent prayer, a few deep breaths before a meal, or simply listening to soothing music. This small act of pausing and breathing can literally switch your nervous system from the fight or flight mode to the rest and digest mode. This is powerful cellular healing. My dear friends, if the ideas of finding your life, purpose, and integrating gentle movement resonate deeply, please let me know by hitting that subscribe button now and joining our community of vibrant, long-lived individuals. It's a wonderful way to ensure you don't miss the next stage of our journey. We've covered food, movement, and mindset. But to bring this all together, in the final part, we'll talk about the most underrated secret of all, community and faith, and how to build your own personal blue zone, starting today. We've journeyed through the timeless wisdom of nourishment, movement, and purpose. But if you ask the world's longest-lived people what their single greatest secret is, they often point not to their diet or their daily walk, but to the people around them. This is the community secret, and it's arguably the most vital. The connection secret, belonging and faith. Humans are inherently social creatures. Loneliness and isolation are modern risks to longevity, just as significant as smoking. The Centenarians of the Blue Zones live in tightly knit communities where they are supported, respected, and constantly engaged. 1. The power of the tribe. In places like Loma Linda, California, home to a large community of Seventh-day Adventists, or in the villages of Sardinia, social fabric is everything. They have strong, reciprocal relationships. They share a sense of identity, a mutual obligation, and often a shared spiritual life. They are never truly alone. You might be thinking, my community is different, but the ancient secret is adaptable. You need to actively cultivate your tribe. Prioritize face-to-face time. Call your friends and family, but make time to see them in person. Hugs and shared laughter release oxytocin, a powerful anti-stress hormone. Join a group. Find a book club, a volunteer group, a church, or a walking club. Re-engage with the world and create new Moai, your own circle of lifelong friends. Value your elders. In many long-lived cultures, elders are revered. They pass down wisdom, culture, and purpose. Don't underestimate the longevity boost that comes from feeling needed and valued by your family and community. 2. The spiritual anchor. Almost all Blue Zone populations belong to a faith-based community. This doesn't mean you have to be religious, but it does highlight the power of having a spiritual practice. This practice offers rituals, social connection, a sense of hope, and a way to cope with life's inevitable challenges. Whether it's formal worship, daily meditation, or spending time in nature reflecting, finding an anchor beyond yourself dramatically reduces stress and provides comfort, bringing the ancient secrets to your modern life. My friends, these secrets, eating plants, stopping at 80% full, moving naturally, finding purpose, and nurturing community are not exotic or unattainable. They are simply the way humans were meant to live. They are your birthright. Longevity is not a genetic lottery. It is a cumulative result of small, wise choices. You don't need to move to Ikaria to start living like a centenarian. You just need to integrate these 5 simple pillars. 1. Nourish with intention. More beans, more vegetables, less processed food. 2. Move with purpose. Forget the gym for a day. Garden, walk, or clean vigorously. 3. Find your Ikigai. Reconnect with your passion and your reason to wake up. 4. Downshift. Daily, take 5 minutes today to simply breathe and pause. 5. Build your tribe. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in too long. This isn't a quick fix. It's a beautiful journey. And every single choice you make today, every time you choose the walk over the drive, the vegetable over the processed snack, or the conversation over the isolation, you are honoring that ancient wisdom and investing in your vibrant future. I truly hope this deep dive into the secrets of the longest lived has inspired you. If you feel ready to embrace this journey to greater vitality, please do me a kindness and smash that like button right now. If you want more proven, practical advice for living your best golden years, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me. Remember, the journey to a long and vibrant life begins not tomorrow, but today. Take care of your body, nurture your mind, and cherish your connections. Go out there and start building your very own blue zone. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, live long and live well.